to my channel, and to me, finally decorating my room for Christmas. I am so excited. You guys know how much I love Christmas, and I usually have like this really big Christmas tree in my room that pretty much takes up like my entire room, and I love it. I have all my decorations right here beside me, as you can kind of see on the side of the screen there. So I'm excited to kind of transform my room a little bit. I have a few new additions. I got these new nutcrackers that I think are amazing. I love nutcrackers, so I'm really excited to have these. So I'm going to be starting out with those types of decorations that are a little bit more like standalone, like the nutcrackers, and then I'm going to go into my Christmas tree. And my Christmas tree is a little bit sparse. I got it for like $20, so obviously it's not the fullest tree in the world, but I have a very specific method to make it look really full. So I'll kind of show you guys how I decorate it. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's get into it. This is what all of the ornaments look like. I actually feel like I have way more Christmas stuff than I thought I did. First, I have these two wooden nutcrackers. So not real nutcrackers, as in like their mouths don't open or anything, but I think they're really, really beautiful and they go with my color scheme perfectly. And I believe these ones typically go on my night table, like right there instead of those frames. I think I had this tree behind them last year, which I think looks really pretty. I was debating between the trees or this harp. So that's what the tree looks like. And then that's the harp. Kind of like the tree. I have this little like lamppost thing that looks like this. And I think this usually goes like on my dresser here. These are my new nutcrackers. My mom got these for me and I am obsessed. I love them. They look a little bit more like vintage just because they're more of a faded color, and I love them so much. So when I got them, I thought maybe I could put these on my windowsill here. But I have all those little eggs, the flowers, and the little like bell in the back there. And I don't know how well these are gonna fit. This is my last nutcracker, and I feel like this is already one too many, so I'm gonna see if I can put it on my other night table, or maybe I can fit it into like my bathroom maybe. No, the flowers are too tall. I can put him right there. There we go. I was kind of debating on putting a little bit of garland on top of these frames here and then adding like a bow in the middle or something like that. So I got the garland and I realized that I probably should match it to the same type of like not leaves, whatever these thingies are called, to the actual Christmas tree. So I brought in my Christmas tree so that I could open it and match the garland to it. Honestly, they both look very similar. Actually, this one might work better. Have a bunch of this ribbon that has gold little like sparkles on it like this, so I cut a piece of the garland like this, and then I'm just going to tie the big bow in the middle, and then I can just place it on top, and hopefully the bow will just kind of dangle a little. I don't know, it's a little experimental. I've never done it before, so we'll see how that goes. And I randomly tried it on these ones, and I actually think this looks really cute. I also added these kind of like little like berry, like gold berry looking things, and I actually think it looks really, really pretty. I think I'm all done the decorating pieces, so I think I'm gonna get some coffee and then we can get started on the tree. It kind of sucks that the lighting's already disappearing. It's like not even 4 o'clock and the sun is already setting, which is really frustrating. And normally I would actually film the tree portion on a separate day so that I have really nice lighting, but I really want to get it up and I'm really excited about putting it up. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just film it anyway, even if I have to turn on like the lighting in my room or something to get it done. So yeah, let's get coffee and then let's get started. Okay, so this is what I mean by the tree being very sparse. I already fluffed it, but you can kind of see there's some like empty holes in different areas and stuff. And that's just because it's not a very full tree. It was not expensive. It was $20. But I actually really like it. It's the perfect size. But I'm going to show you guys how to make it look really nice and full. I actually don't think it really matters how fluffy the tree is. It's just the way that you actually fill it with the ornaments. I personally would rather spend a little bit more money on the ornaments and decorations than the actual tree itself. So if you are on a budget, I would recommend maybe spending a little bit more money on the ornaments and just getting a really cheap tree. And you guys will see that it'll make a world of a difference. First step is going to be lights. Okay, next step is garland. I actually don't have enough to make it look really full on the entire tree, so if you have more, it's always better to have like 3 strands. I only have 2, so every time that I put it on, I try to like space it out as much as I can just because I don't have enough. Ideally, I would want to have 3, but I'm not able to find another one like it, and I really love this one, so I don't want to change it. These pearls, and these are actually my grandmother's Christmas pearls, so she used to have them on her tree, so these are very, very special to me and a very important part of my Christmas tree. So what I like to do is I like to dangle them in between where the garland is. See how there's like a little area here where there's no garland? I like to put the pearls there, and I just think that helps to kind of fill up the tree a little bit more. It also makes it easier for you to actually be able to see the pearls versus it just being kind of dangled in with the garland, if you know what I mean. These are all of my ornaments, and it looks like it's a lot, to be honest, but it's actually not. They're just in a bunch of small boxes. With the ornaments, so I always start with these ones that are kind of plain. Most of them are either just like transparent like this, or they're white, and they kind of have this shiny kind of rainbowy kind of look. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera there, but there's definitely like a little, there you can see it there. This has like a little bit of like a rainbow kind of look to it. So the way that I use these types of ornaments, since they are very plain, is that I actually use these as like inside ornaments. So I actually put these on the tree branch, and I push them really far back, almost to like the inside of the tree. That way you kind of like layer the ornaments, so when you're looking at the tree, you don't see ornaments like on the surface level. You kind of like see them inside the holes and inside the tree, and I just think that kind of creates a really nice illusion, and it makes the tree look really full. This is a perfect example. So outside on the surface level, you actually can't see the ornament, but you can see that there's a bit of like a hole there, so then when you go inside, there's actually an ornament on the inside, and it just kind of helps to kind of fill in any of those gaps. Here's another example. There's nothing really there, but then when you look over, this would technically be a hole, but then I actually have an ornament on the inside. This is what the tree looks like with all those clear ornaments on the inside. It doesn't look like we did anything, but I promise you it is worth it, and it actually makes a huge difference. I also have these 2 tubes that I do the exact same thing with. These ones are a little bit more noticeable than the other ones, so these ones actually make a big difference on the tree. I ended up just using 1 tube, but I think it actually makes such a big difference when you move around it, and you can kind of see all the little ornaments on the inside. Next step is this box that has all like really pretty plain-ish ornaments. So I have the ones some with glitter, some that look a little bit more vintage, more glitter, and then these really tiny ones. And I like to put these pieces kind of like on lower levels or on the sides where they're not going to be like the main event, you know what I mean? So they're not going to be like right up front and center, or like the main pieces of the tree that you see the most often. This box, which I would classify as like my least favorite ornament. Obviously I love all my ornaments, but we all know you have favorites and then some of your least favorite if you were to sort them out. So I'm going to be putting these a little bit more near the back, on the bottom, and the areas that you don't really see them as much. So now I'm going to start putting in some of my favorites. I'm going to make sure they have a really good spot where they're very visible. So especially these ones, these little ballerina ones that I really love. I also love these ones. They're very beautiful. I have this one that I got in New York last year. These ones belong to my grandmother, so for sure I want to be able to see those. that took me way too long. For this year, I wanted to try something a little bit more vintage, and I love the look of like candles on a Christmas tree. I know before they used to actually put actual like lit candles on the Christmas tree. That's probably why there were so many Christmas tree fires. But I actually really love the look of it, but obviously I'm not gonna light actual candles on my tree. So I found these ones, and they're actually battery operated candles for the Christmas tree. So I thought I would give them a shot. I got these off Amazon. I actually haven't really seen them anywhere else, and they're really, really cute and small. So they look like this. They're kind of like really small, and then they actually come with like little clips, and they're all battery operated, and they have a little remote control, which I think is really cool. I actually haven't tested them yet and see how it looks. It's the first year that I'm using them, so fingers crossed that it actually has the same illusion as actual candles. I think that would be really cool. So the tree and the decorations are finally done. I'm gonna put the tree skirt on and then all the other things that I put underneath the tree, and then I'll come back and I'll show you guys the final result. So this is what the tree looks like when the lights are on. You can definitely see all the ornaments and all the really gold details, like these little gold feathers and stuff, which I love. I have some ballerinas. The lights actually look really nice. The candles that I got, I think they look really fun. Under the tree, I have this vintage looking bear along with this wooden horse. I love these two pieces under my tree. And then I also have this random box that I got at the thrift store. And then I have a bunch of like old designer shopping bags. And I actually really like how the garland and the bow turned out. I love how it looks on the frame. I don't know, I'm actually really happy that I tried it because I actually really love how it looks. Pretty much wraps up this video. I hope you guys liked it and found some form of inspiration. As well, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss out on any new videos, especially this month because I'm going to be doing Vlogmas every single Sunday, so make sure you guys tune in for that. And yeah, I feel like this video is already going to be like super long anyway, so I will see you guys next time. Bye!